Good afternoon, Spartans. Today marks the first video in the HTML series. We are going to make an HTML-based table. And so the very first thing you're going to want to do is open up your Notepad. So you're going to right-click onto the desktop. I'm going to open it up through Programs, Accessories, and Notepad. Then I'm going to go ahead and save this file as first initial, last name, underscore. We'll call this table project.html. Then what you want to do is make a folder inside your network folder, inside your computer, and you're going to want to title that. Well, actually, I'm going to title mine. Take that back. I'm going to put mine in the video demo folder, but you're going to then want to title that folder table project, okay? And then save it. I'll open it first and then save it. All right, so there you see up on the top, you see your HTML file. Don't forget, HTML is very important. Now I'm going to go into that folder. You should be doing the same thing. Go into your folder, find the HTML document, double click it to open it, and we're going to put that, as soon as it opens, we're going to put that off to the side and have both windows open at the same time. And there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and close this folder. Okay. It's always good to work side by side so that every time you add a little bit more into that code, you can save it and then refresh that HTML file. Okay, we'll just go ahead and start by setting up the the HTML document. Already I started the wrong way. Okay. Then the head tag. And it's always a good idea to close those tags right after you open them. That way you don't forget. Okay. Go ahead and close the title tag, which is in that head tag. We're going to call this table project. Okay. And move the HTML downward and add that body tag. And don't forget that / for those closing tags. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to come over here and refresh, and you can see on the tab the title table project. Okay. Now, again, this is a table project, so we're going to go ahead and add a table tag and close the table tag. Okay. All right. First thing I want on my table is a caption. Okay. And we're going to close that caption tag. Now this caption, as captions do, they sit outside of the table. I'm going to have this caption above the table. And now it's not going to be above the table tag because it wouldn't be a table caption if it was not inside the actual table tag. So we got to nest it inside that table tag. This caption is just going to be called, well, this is going to be a data table talking about the student population at La Cañada High School. So I'll call it La Cañada High School population. Okay. All right, I'm going to save that and refresh, and there you have it. Now let's go ahead and add some table properties. So inside that table tag, we're going to go ahead and add the border. So the attribute named border is going to have a 1 pixel border surrounding. And we're going to add some cell padding of 5 pixels. Cell spacing of 5 pixels. Okay. And let's give it a width of 400. Put the value in quotes. And give it a height of 75 pixels. Now, the value would still work without the quote marks, but for cleaner code writing, that's a more suggested way to write it. So get in the habit of making good habits, good code, and keep it clean. Okay. So I'm going to save this, and we're going to go ahead and refresh, and there you have it. And you see the caption sits nicely centered on that table. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and start formatting that table. So inside that table tag, we're going to start with a table row tag, TR. And I'm going to go ahead and indent, hit the tab key. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and close that TR. Okay, I'm going to make sure I follow my own rules. Always close your tags as soon as you open it. For instance, I'm going to go ahead and start with a TH tag, and I'm going to close that TH tag. TH stands for heading. It's going to make your heading bold, and it's going to center it. I'm going to leave this one blank, and I'm going to go ahead and tab this. So I didn't mean to erase it, but it is in the tab form. And that's good. So now I really want to copy this, and I'm going to hit enter and hit tab and then control V. So I'm going to do that 3 more times. 4 and 5. And then I'm going to come in here, and my school to population is all the different classes. So I'm going to do seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshman. Oop, freshman. There we go. All right, I'm going to save it and refresh it. Okay, now it's no longer inside the table tag. Let's see, what did I do wrong here? Okay. Okay, I just realized, and perhaps I'm a little bit unfocused because I'm making a video. You notice I put this tag here outside of the end of the table tag, the closing tag. So I'm going to cut that, I'm going to paste it in. All right, sorry about that. Hope that didn't mess you up. Okay, so make sure the table row is inside of that table. I'm going to save it, and there you go. You notice the gap right there. That's because of the empty height or the empty heading right there. So I'm going to go ahead and you'll understand that later. Now for purposes of efficiency, we're going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that directly below. Now the thing we're going to do differently though is change the content, and we're going to change the tags. This is going to be a table showing the ethnic breakup or breakdown of our school. So the first heading is going to be Caucasian, and I just want to let you know that this is all made up data. Say Caucasian, and I'm just going to put in arbitrary, random, inaccurate numbers. Okay, so the sophomores are going to be 320, freshmen 327. Okay, I'm going to save this, I'm going to refresh and look at what we have here. Now I like how this is setting up. The difference though is that the data is still in the format of a table heading. So I'm just going to change out the letter H with a D, and you'll see how that affects the appearance of the data. Okay, let me save that, refresh the HTML document, and what do we get? There you go. So you see that the font is no longer bold and it's now flush to the left side. Okay. What I think this table needs is an upper heading, and so we'll do that by putting our cursor above that first row, and we'll open up another TR tag, close that up, and we'll go ahead and tab that over, and we'll put one heading of, call this student ethnic backgrounds. Actually, ethnic groups there. And then close that head tag, save it, and now it's going to set up like that as a first cell all the way to the left. So we're going to go ahead and allow that to span across, and so it's a COLSPAN, colspan attribute, and we'll give it a value of 5 because it's 5 cell lengths across. Save it and refresh, and there you go, it sits nicely above. Okay, all right, to finish this up, all we need to do is copy the table row showing Caucasian, and we'll go ahead and paste that in, and we just change the ethnic group. So we'll make that Asian and change up the numbers. Again, this does not reflect reality. These are just arbitrary numbers. And I'm going to save it and refresh. So you see how that nicely is stacked on top of the other. And you might have wondered, why isn't there a tag for columns? Well, that's because when the rows add on, those columns automatically become created. Okay? You always have to start that new row, as long as you have that second variable, as in ethnicity on this one, as long as that starts off with a header type of table tag, then it looks as though that column is being created, and it really is. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and drop that under for the next row, and we'll just substitute the ethnic group, call that Hispanic, and the numbers, again, arbitrary numbers. Okay, I gotta go quickly here, save that, refresh, there you go. And then the last group, and we'll change that out to African American. And I'll put 15, 20, 23, and 18. Made up numbers, people. Save and refresh. Okay, looks good. The table is nearly finished. I'll probably want to add some color in here. So I'll come up here to the student ethnic groups. I'll come inside the table header tag there, and I'll put BG color as the attribute, and I'll just put yellow. Now you might want to use the website to find a more pleasing color choice. And then I might go in here and add in another background color for the different subgroups. So I might do red, save, and refresh. In fact, if I want to format the entire thing, I would do that across the entire row. But I'll just go ahead and copy and paste. Get in the habit of copying and pasting the code as long as it's the same exact code that you need. No reason to retype everything. Okay. And let's see, paste that in and paste that in. Okay, I'm going to save that. And this is pretty much the end of the table tutorial. I'm going to come back with a part 2 to show you how to link up some pictures and a website. All right. Hope you watch the video, and I hope it helps. Thank you.